always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion.
Menu narration set to 100.
My true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which card to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super WildCard Weekend here on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Garland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark
Still
off the 5,
down.
and keep it moving.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Here's a give up the middle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain. And the Saints are set up now with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan win on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hopkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now a toss out wide to McAllister. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And the Saints first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fowler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Newman. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Gets around him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Torres. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. 15 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he carries it over. Here's his 1st in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Commanders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
28-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. The ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Good work bringing that one back as he puts up about 16 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. Screen play to McAllister. They get before going out. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Check.
To the air goes Daniels. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good.
Here's Daniels. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Another Washington first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now Daniels. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Torres. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Saints! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, 18 Cardinal.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. WildCard weekend rolling on, 3 games down, 2 more follow this one. Let's go to the highlights. Our trip through the NFL starts now. In the Windy City, the Bears at home to take on the Falcons. And it's Ladd McConkey. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Crossing route complete to Ross. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try again. And this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. The build here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense set to take over. Working to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing challenges stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do
They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hopkins. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. We'll call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. You give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Commanders 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense so far on third down, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Daniels. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Reload!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. from the gun. Daniels. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. They're up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There's a short one caught by Finn, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
The 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Commanders' offense set to take over. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
The 31-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Washington, first down.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.